Recording in 3, 2, 1. We have talked all about perimeter. Perimeter is the measurement of the distance around an object. So we're just adding side plus side plus side plus side. In this case, where each side is 4 units, we just add 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, which equals, very good, 16 units. What does P stand for? Perimeter, all right? In perimeter, we count the fence, right? Perimeter stands for plus. Perimeter is the playground fence. The area, however, is what we're going to introduce today. Area is the inside of that shape, okay? We're inside. Perimeter, outside. Area, inside, okay? So look. If I want to know the units, area of the units inside this rectangle, I could easily count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right? That is 12 units squared. So I could write 12 units with this little square symbol up here. What does the square symbol look like? It's new. It looks like a tiny 2 at the top. Does that make sense? In the corner. Do y'all see this tiny 2?
Yes.
It means squared. All right, 12 units squared. I could also write 12 square units. It's important to remember when you're counting the area, they're not just units, they're square units. If these were inches, they wouldn't just be inches, they would be what? Square inches, or 12 inches squared. All right, it's important to remember the square, okay? How do we show a square symbol? A tiny 2 in the corner. All right, or we write square units, square inches, square centimeters. You can also think of this as an array. All right, do you guys remember arrays where we multiply? We have 4 columns and 3 rows. 3 times 4 is?
12.
It is 12. 3 times 4 is 12. Y'all with me?
Yeah.
Sit up. Thanks. All right. This one's kind of hard to see, but it's just another reminder. Area and perimeter. Perimeter is the distance around the outside of a shape. So here we have a rectangle, and we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9-sided shape. It's a nonagon. It's a nonagon. So how many numbers should I be adding together? 9. It's really important when you use your scratch paper. We're not redrawing the shape, right? No, that's just going to be tiring, exhausting, and you might draw it differently than what's on the screen. Not on purpose, but by accident. So we can just make sure that we are adding the same amount, the same number of sides together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, I. All right. Can we focus on this for right now? Please and thank you. All right. So how many letters or sides am I adding together? 9, because there's 9 sides in this shape. You have to remember to count the same number of sides, okay? Down here, when we count the area, we're measuring the inside of the shape. In what kind of units? Square units. All right, that's why they have over here, down here, they have the tiny square symbol. Inch, IN, and this little tiny square symbol equals the same thing as square inch. Do y'all see that?
Yes.
I know it's kind of hard to see because it's so inky. All right, same thing down here. The area is the measurement of space, which is square units inside of an object. You count the squares or multiply the sides. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
What's one way you can find the area? Count the squares or multiply the sides. So over here you have 4 columns and 3 rows. What is 3 times 4? 12. Very good. All right, guys. Do you all have this sheet?
Yes.
Excellent. It says at the top. Oh, wait, first. What is area? Oh my gosh, thank you so much for asking. Area is measured by the number of square units needed to cover a surface. All right, so we're counting the inside. To find the area of a shape on a grid, you must count each square inside the shape. You must include the unit of measurement, square units, in your answer. All right, so over here, let's count these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many square units?
6.
Do you have to write square units?
Yes.
Faux show. All right, over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What's the answer? 7 what?
Square units.
Good, because we're counting the squares. All right, let's do one more together. It's just like the one that we just did, but we're going to fill it in, and then I'll let you do the other 3 on your own, and then I'll give you another practice page to do independently, and then we'll do a computer activity.
Yay!
Like 99 math.
Yay!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right.
Really?
So, what's my answer?
7 square units.
7 square units. You could do units and the square symbol. All right, guys. Are you ready to tackle it on your own?
Yes.
Let's do it.